All right, and we are live. Whoa. Good morning, guys. It is 6 a.m. and I've had no sleep. So let's see how this goes. I was actually had a bit of an interesting night, and where are my robe? So yeah, that's what's going on in my world today. Do you know what? This is so unprofessional. Let me change. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to come in, and I'm gonna change into something that's a little bit more sensible. So bear with me, guys. All right, we are back. Welcome to the live stream. Here we go. Let me pull up the chat, make sure everything's okay. Give me an audio visual check. You guys know the deal. We're going to be breaking down Bitcoin. We're going to be breaking down LUNA. We're going to be breaking down Ethereum, the dollar, absolutely everything. If you're excited for this live stream, do me a favor and smash up those likes. If you appreciate the fact that I'm doing a live stream on no sleep, being awake for 22 hours, doing a live stream is not easy, by the way. Then yeah, you know what to do. Hit up those likes. We need to moon those likes up today, ladies and gents. Let's moon them up. To quote 𝗪𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗪. Bet he's not wearing shorts. I am wearing shorts, brother. All right. Thank you guys for hitting up those likes. Here we go. Let's get into it. Where do we even start? Let's start with Bitcoin. Let's start with Bitcoin right here. Then we're going to check on LUNA. Actually, let's start with LUNA. LUNA's down at 64 cents. If we trace this back 24 hours, LUNA was trading at 32 cents. If we trace this back 48 hours, LUNA was trading at 61. I'm sorry, did I say 32 cents? I meant to say $32. It was trading at $61 2 days ago. And yeah, you get the picture. If we move back a week ago, LUNA was at 84. So there you go. This is what happens when markets are bearish. You know, LUNA isn't uniquely bad. I want to make this point very, very clear. You know, LUNA is not unique in terms of how dangerous it is to hold shit coins in an environment like this. And the proof of that is right here on CoinMarketCap. Take a look at the 7-day losses. Take a look at this. You're seeing across the board. This is the top 100. LUNA, obviously, you know. By the way, this is. I'm guessing the data is just not correct, but to see that LUNA is down 99% and still ranks in the top 100 tells you something about how completely shit the projects are in this space and how they still gain a lot of traction, which is exactly the fucking bubble that's being popped right now. Terra USD, pretty much, you know, related to LUNA, ranking number 2 in terms of the biggest losses over the last 7 days. Got a bunch of others. All the classic shit coins, Phantom in there as well. Again, it's just, Phantom's a classic example. It was so popular in debate. Yeah, and I'm going to call you guys out right now, that you had a group of people that were very well positioned in Phantom early, and they got in because of insider information or just good advice, just good insights, whatever. There was a bunch of different things at play, and then the word spread like crazy, and everybody wanted a piece of it. And for a time, that was working. But here we are, minus 61% in a week, compared to Bitcoin's minus 24. If you watched my previous live stream, you're going to know that there is a big difference between these losses. When you lose, something between minus 50% to minus 60%, there's a big drop like that. That's not a 10% drop. That's a much bigger drop than that. At the time that the loss has occurred, and I think that's really important, guys. As you're coming in here, this live stream for me, I started this live stream off wearing my robe because it's 6 a.m. here. Where I am in the world, and I have had no sleep. So do me a favor and smash up those likes and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. But yeah, like I said, coins like Phantom, guys, when you see everybody pushing something, you know what I mean? You just gotta question, is this legit, or is there some fucking agenda at play? Because ApeCoin as well. I mean, GMT. Everyone was talking about all of these coins. I mean, they were just very popular. All right, and they're all falling to shit now. All of them. You're not safe. If you're in an altcoin right now, and the problem is you're losing more than what you've gained. That's this would be fine if your altcoin took you from $10 to $10,000 and then you dropped down to $2,000 even. That would be okay. But with a lot of these cases, this is minus 40% after already dropping minus 40%, and so on and so forth. So you're really getting crippled here in the altcoin market at the moment. This is the time where, if you're not a sustainable trader, you don't have a shot. There's nothing really you can pull off, if you don't know how to trade sustainably. Luna's trading at under $1, ladies and gents, under $1. Its all-time high was $120. This is Warren Buffett's wet fucking dream. Is what's happening to Luna right now. This is Warren Buffett's wet dream. You know what I mean? Like, this is a bubble being popped. Now, the thing that I want to focus your attention on, and by the way, thank you all for mooning up those likes. The thing that I want to draw your attention onto is what's happening with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, we are looking at Jay smashed it so hard it broke. Love you, bro. Thank you so much. With Bitcoin, we are looking at a potentially confirmed breakdown. We've fallen below my box right here. We definitely can recover. It's not what I'm going to call a breakout yet. I want to remind you guys that we've had quite a few of these in the past already. We've had quite a few instances where the market has briefly dropped down below our support levels, only to wick back up, and that was within the same day. So currently we've got another 10-11 hours on this candle. Where is the fear and greed index at? Somehow we got slightly more bullish on it was a consolidation day, but we've got 10-11 hours to turn this around. And I definitely think that there is some potential to do that. I'm not too worried about that. I think Bitcoin can definitely pull that off. The issue I'm seeing is obviously this. Bitcoin is kind of at the mercy of what happens to the dollar, and the dollar index as of about 15 minutes ago was trading at pretty much its high right here. This can get really bad. This can this can get very, very dangerous. The dollar, if we look at this on the weekly time frame, doesn't have resistance. Take a look at this. I mean, there's nothing on this index that I can see which would offer resistance to the dollar. Take a look at that. So, I mean, you've got kind of this area right here around 107, couple of wicks, stuff like that, a little bit of, you know, support right here. Definitely, you know, 105 to 107 potentially being a breakout target, but it doesn't compare to the other resistance on this chart. I mean, let me pull this up for you. I'll just delete all of these lines. You know, the other resistance that I'm describing is the, you know, kind of, yeah, I mean, exactly where it is right now, really, around this range. Kind of, yeah, around the 103 area. This is where the bulk of that resistance is coming in, especially over the last 5 years. And so I want to give more, how do I say, bias to the more recent price action. Well, this isn't price action, but the more recent, you know, movements on this chart. So this resistance is definitely the important one, and that's the bad news, because, you know, we've broken above it, and if we've broken above it, then, you know, you could be looking at a bit of a rally. Is my point. You know, I think it's sensible to say that, and, you know, if that. You know, if it is going to get a bit of a rally, then yeah, I mean, you know, it's already pushing the upside just today, this morning, and Bitcoin's already doing badly for it. So it's not in a good place. You know, it's I think that it is applying a little bit of pressure to Bitcoin. The S&P 500 hasn't started trading yet, but that happens in 16 minutes from now. So we're going to be covering that on this live stream. If you're excited for that, do me a favor. Smash up those likes. Smash up those likes for this 6 a.m. live stream. I'm sorry if I'm slow or if I'm making mistakes. I'm going to do my absolute best for you right now. How many likes do we need to rock the robe again? I'll put the robe on at 1,500 to 2,000 likes. I would definitely do it at 2,000, and I would strongly consider it at 1,500. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. If you want me to take off my shirt and put my robe back on, off camera, of course, but I'll come back in my robe. That's the deal. I'll do it. I'm crazy enough. It's not even a big deal, but it's funny as fuck. So. I would that'd be meme material for a little while. LUNA is BitConnect version 2. I just bought $12 worth of LUNA at 80 cents. Well, you know, I mean, LUNA is literally down 99%. I mean, if I were a gambler, I'd be interested, but I'm not a gambler, so I'm not even looking at it. I'm not looking at it now, and I wasn't looking at it before. Yeah, it's doing pretty bad. I don't even know the story behind this. I just I know it's to do with their stable coin. I don't know. It's not interesting to me. It's not something that I'm interested in at the moment, or in the past. I want to go through the technicals. I don't actually have a whole lot to go through though, so to be honest, this might end up being a short live stream. If you guys have questions, then do let me know. Let's go on to LUNA though. Let's take another look at this. Very interesting to see how this played out. It was, for the most part, a slow, controlled sell-off, but it really intensified. When was this? 2 days ago. It really intensified. This was as Bitcoin was dumping. Let's actually overlay Bitcoin's chart so you can see how this worked in real time. You know, it got nasty in both of these markets, yeah, around roughly the same time. I think we could safely say that it is around, you know, kind of between these two red lines. This is where a lot of the Bitcoin dump happened as well. And of course, this is where a lot of the LUNA dump happened. Then both Bitcoin and LUNA started consolidating, but LUNA's consolidation was actually a little bit more bearish than the rest of the market. And that warning sign was there. You know, I didn't do anything about it because I don't like to touch steaming piles of shit. Even if it can make me money, it's risky, and I'm always going for safer plays. It's more important for me to protect my capital if I've already lost so much money, and obviously I have, because Bitcoin is down, and I'm invested in Bitcoin. So if I'm deciding to take on additional risk, it's got to be for a very, very good reason. And that, for that reason, LUNA is still super dangerous. I mean, if you're just going to fish a little bit and, see maybe you get lucky, then sure, buying here might be something funny that ends up working out. But, if that's not the case, you're just throwing your money onto a fire pit. Because, put it this way. Let's just run the numbers on this. If you were holding it 7 days ago, where would that put you? 1 sec. Let me trace this back 7 days. 7 days ago, you would be at $85. If you had $100 worth of LUNA at that time, you would now have 53 cents. 53 cents. So that's a lot of money lost. But the crazy part is that that's at the current price, at like less than $1. The crazy part is that if you exited when LUNA hit, say, $8, you'd still only have $10 left. And in my opinion, it doesn't make a difference if you've got 50 cents left or $10 left if you started with 100, right? If you've started with 100 and you're down that low, the loss is unequivocally a total loss. It's a catastrophic loss. It's totally gone. It's gone. It's vanished. And there is nothing you can do in a position like that. I wish I could say some magical combination of words that would help in a situation like that, but the only treatment is prevention. And so this is, I've gone through this shit a million times. I've made all these mistakes so much. I even made a mistake like this, where a coin dropped this hard, and you just take the fucking L. You just take the L and learn from it, and don't make the same mistake again. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. Altcoins are super dangerous. I've been saying it since Bitcoin was in the mid $40,000 range. VIPs have known all about it. I scaled out of my altcoin positions, like on Ethereum, for example, in front of you guys, while the market was at much higher levels. It's definitely something that, I mean, I can't say that I saw this coming, but we were prepared. If you want to see how that translates into what's going on behind the doors in VIP, then follow these steps on screen. You guys know that I was in a position on Bitcoin. I closed a small profit on that position, but it has unfortunately been stopped out, and I've lost 10% on that position. So however many dollars I put in, I lost 10% of those dollars. So not too bad. That's quite a minimal loss. My last profit hit 200% profit, so I don't mind taking a 10% L right now. That's totally okay, because that's what trading looks like. Trading looks like taking, ideally, this in an ideal situation, you're going to be taking 5, 6, 7 steps forward, 1 step back. That's kind of, and as long as you're taking those 5, 6, 7 steps forward and then only 1 step back, and then you keep going higher and higher and higher, you're good. If you don't do that, and instead you're taking fucking 50 steps back and 3 steps forward, then yeah, it's a different story. But we've helped many people in positions like that. The best time to take advantage of something like this, and learn and fix, what's gone wrong, is when the market is volatile. You absolutely shouldn't be trading when the market is volatile if you've lost a lot of money. But if your intention is to stay in the game, if you're not going to quit, which is, a decision that only you can make, But if you are going to stay, you know, you've got to learn how to do things properly. And again, you know, we just don't get, unless the person has a legitimate fucking gambling problem, we just don't get people doing stuff like that inside of VIP. You just can't. With the material that we give you, and the resources that we give you, the, you know, phone calls that yearly members get with me and so on, unless you really do have a totally degenerate gambling problem, you won't be able to produce those mistakes when you're a part of our group. So I'm just leaving this on screen for those of you who are interested. I'm gonna head over to your questions in just a minute, and let's go back to this chart. Luna is in a bit of a recovery right now. You can make a lot of money trading shitcoins like Luna at times like this. Let's take a look at this. Look at this on the 5-minute time frame. Look at that. That's just idiots like you and I trying to buy Luna to see a 2x gain, or I mean, so far it's actually around a 3x gain. That's literally just, you know, total fucking degenerate traders trying to do something fun on Luna right now. And I don't, you know, I think this looks fun. I don't blame you guys if you're engaging. This looks like something that could be interesting. Bitcoin, meanwhile, is also in a little bit of a recovery. Like I said, we could definitely manage to recover back above the support level, which is at $29,900. We're, you know, just banging on the doorstep of that now. Oh, there we are. We're above it now. So obviously, market is forming and breaking key levels right now. You know, this is something I'm going to continue to keep an eye on. But the thing is that if we do end up seeing the dollar continue to climb, I think it could very well result in a steep drop for Bitcoin. And, you know, the problem I'm seeing here is that, you know, obviously one of the other things that could happen with the S&P 500, and we're going to see this in, I mean, 5 minutes is when the S&P 500 opens. You know, there's no support on the S&P 500. There's just no support. Take a look at this. You know, I mean, this area, I drew this area as resistance, you know, and support, because we had only a few market reversals around this kind of 3,400 to 3,600 level. And beyond that, the index didn't really manage to establish any resistance on the way up. It just kind of went up in a straight line. And that means there's no support that I can see the S&P 500 being able to capture. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not going to find support. It just means that there isn't any. You know, it can still find support anywhere, but the probability of that happening, in my opinion, is slim, because there is no support. There's no predefined area that you can expect it. Obviously, that is potentially quite bad for Bitcoin, because, you know, Bitcoin generally moves very much in sync with the S&P 500, and they both have a potentially huge drop that they could be seeing. You know, if the S&P 500, I mean, you know, to put this in perspective, you know, the S&P 500 started dumping hard right at the end of March, so that was about 40 days ago, and it dropped by 14%. Now, to go from its current price down to this range, it's going to have to drop by 11 to 15%, so roughly around the same amount it's going to have to drop down by in order to reach my first area of support. And it's not even the strong area. The strong area of support is way down here, and you can't even read the numbers, but this is at 2,200. You know, and so that means basically halving from here after already reaching 5,000, which would put it at more than a I'm literally yawning as I'm speaking. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Just because of how early in the day it is for me. And yeah, like I said, just for those of you tuning in, I didn't sleep. So this will explain why I'm not energetic right now. But yeah, minus 50%, or well, a lot more if we end up falling down there. And the reason I'm putting this in perspective for you guys is if you look at when the dump initiated, which, like I said, was the very end of March. And to the present day, after about 40 days, you know, it's now dropped down by 14%. You know, if we look at the similar time for Bitcoin, Bitcoin was at $48,000. You know, and in those 40 days, Bitcoin dropped by 40%. So, you know, I mean, if we're looking at something similar happening again, or potentially, you know, not as bad but close to as bad, then yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of puts us around that $18,000 to $20,000 level. I'm not saying anything like that is going to happen, but you know, if we lose this support that we're kind of, I mean, we've already lost it. You know, we've already pretty much lost it. If it stays lost and we don't manage to recover back up, then yeah, I don't know what to say. It is going to be dump time for Bitcoin. It's going to be time for me to sell my house in Dubai and buy Bitcoin, because that would be the most bullish thing that could possibly happen. Also, a side note, just given how many sensible, old, boring money is in the market, I'm kind of surprised that the market is still so volatile. That's honestly impressive. You know, like Bitcoin hasn't changed over these years. It's still the same irrational motherfucker. And I just think that's funny. I just think it's really funny how Bitcoin is still very much the same, which is great because, again, as a trader, it gives you a lot of opportunities, and it also allows you to make some, you know, you don't have to rush into these things, but in situations like this, you can definitely start to, you know, set yourself up to make some really, really strong plays that can make you a lot of money in the long term. So again, you know, I see stuff like this, and I do just tend to get quite excited. Just taking a look at the comments and so on, bear with. Oh, I've closed it out. My bad. One sec. Oh, S&P 500 opens in a minute. Let's take a look at that. That's going to open very, very soon. We got 1,000 people in here. Guys, smash up the likes. If you're enjoying this so far, you already know the deal. That's a big like ratio, actually. Thank you very much. Here's the S&P 500. Just seconds away from beginning to trade. I'm curious to see what happens. It's obviously going to gap down. I think that's pretty obvious. But, you know, how much will it gap down is the question. And we are going to know the answer to that in a few seconds. So that's quite exciting. Let's see if you do have any questions, please do drop them in the comments. And yeah, there we go. Gap down. Not by much, though. Didn't gap down by too much. Yeah, it's only a 10% drop. That's nothing. That's nothing. I thought it would gap down a lot more. But yeah, if you do have any questions, then please drop them here now. You guys still aiming for the robes likes? Yeah, it's 1,500. 2,000. I said 2,000 for me to definitely put it on, and 1,500 for me to strongly consider it. Still enough positivity for a recovery rally? Good question. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, we haven't, you know, actually broken below the range yet. I mean, well, we have broken below our range, but you know, we broke below it many times and we had fake outs, you know, and so we really should ask ourselves, is this a fake out? And that's quite hard to say. That's quite a hard question to answer. But you know, one of the things you can do to answer that question is yeah, just kind of look at what happened in the past. And it doesn't mean that we're going to do the same thing again, but you know, I mean, history does like to rhyme a lot of the time, you know. So if you can spot patterns, then don't be afraid to use them. That's my take. Coinbase opened 26% down. Wow, that's quite impressive. I'm going to keep this one pretty quick, ladies and gents, because, yeah, I'm not able to stay awake for this. I'll probably do another live stream later on when I wake up. Look at Luna, $1.90. Yeah, I'll probably do another live stream later on, but this one is pushing it. This one is pushing it. If you have any final questions, I'm going to take them right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be heading off. By the way, Luna is tradable on Bybit. Bybit is obviously the only exchange that I use and that I have been using for a while. And where is Luna? Luna is here. I've probably just scrolled past it. But I'm wondering if they've removed it now actually because of the issues with it. I doubt they would remove it. Let's just search it here. Yeah, it's still there. Luna is very much tradable on Bybit. Obviously, this is one of the most secure, safe, reliable exchanges that you can choose. In my opinion, it is the best out of all of those three metrics. That's why I've been working with them for a very long time and why I'm super happy to. And when you sign up using my link in the description down below, you're going to get some free money deposited into your account as a thank you for using my sign up link and gaining access to Bybit. So just doing that gets you free money. It's an absolute no-brainer. Meanwhile, before I switch over and actually head off for the stream, if you do have any final questions that you really want me to look at, please do let me know now. Any other final questions or charts or whatever the case may be. And the crazy thing about Luna is that, you know, if you did buy at $30, for example, as one person just mentioned, you know, which would have been a decent entry level, all things considered, you're still down by like, you know, minus 97%. You know, you're still down by a lot. From $85 to $30, the percentage loss that you are going to incur at the current price is nearly the same. Like, it actually doesn't make a difference because the money becomes so fucking small. This is great evidence of why the little guy doesn't win in finances, guys. I don't know why so many anti-government protesting, you know, people who would like to protest cannot possibly imagine that their own government lies to them. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Forfly's grinding on the charts early, late as fuck once again. Smash up those thumbs, always appreciated. You got it, Stu. Thank you very, very much for the support. Legend. You think it's worth buying the dip now, or should we wait to wait more to start buying the altcoin dips? Good question. I mean, you know, just take a look at where the support levels are for altcoins, right? I mean, you know, you've got, you know, your moving averages, you've got, I don't know which alt to look at. Let's take Cardano. You got your moving averages, Ichimoku clouds, you got horizontal resistance, horizontal support and resistance. You have a bunch of things available, you know, and your job is to kind of figure out which ones you want to use and what's reliable and how reliable they are and how to rank them and so on. We teach all of that inside the Forsyth Academy course, so that's going to come with your VIP subscription when you join. And by the way, it's 25% off right now, so definitely take advantage of that if you like free money. You are effectively getting paid to try out the platform, which is genius. Let's see what else we have here. How long will stay bear market? 3 to 4 years. Well, I still don't think we're in a bear market, so I can't comment. I'm a bit worried about this market. Yeah, I think everybody is, man. I think everybody is. But yeah, the thing you got to keep in mind, man, is yeah, this is so normal for Bitcoin. I mean, you know, you literally just have to go back at Bitcoin's previous price history to see crazy shit like this happening. This is just what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin is like that one really, really mentally unstable X that just fucking does all the crazy shit. That's Bitcoin. You know, and it's addictive. What can you do? You put up with it because it's Bitcoin. It's hot. You know. So that I think is what we're looking at right here. And like I said, we have wicked below this area many times in the past, and it's never been a problem. So Does it mean it'll be a problem now? No, it doesn't insulate us from that. But like I said, I think it does provide some layer of protection. All right, I'm going to take a last look at these comments and then I'm off. I sound tired? Yeah, I'm super tired, man. Super, super tired. Yeah, I said I'm not in a bear market. I said I don't think we're in a bear market. Yeah, the reason I don't think we're in a bear market is because we're still more than 50%. We're still more than 50% above our previous all-time high, which was $20,000. So fuck me. if the fact that I think we're not in a bear market, we're at $30,000 for Bitcoin. That's still so high. It's still so high. We haven't broke market structure. Market structure clearly showed us that this is the low. We haven't even broken that convincingly on the daily time frame. And people are talking about bear markets. Like, no, it's not a bear market. It's just that the market was so bullish before that this looks like you haven't seen a fucking bear market, bro. Like, a bear market is where things are shit and stale for years. And we just haven't had that. This market has been volatile. It's been moving. It's been ranging. That's the correct term. But yeah, bear market is a hell that you have not seen, brother, and it's gonna happen eventually. So you got to make sure you can humble yourself as a trader before that time. All right, guys, that's me done. That's me done. I'm not gonna stay on for longer. S&P 500 has continued to slide down. It's not pulling Bitcoin down yet, but it doesn't have a minute-by-minute correlation. It can definitely correlate in other ways. And that is more or less what I'm seeing right now. So I'll come back at you guys with another upload or another live stream later on today. If you've enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Hit up the likes, subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. Like I said, if you want to sign up to the exchange that I'm using and trade Luna, trade all these shit coins right now, you can go short on it, potentially make some money, play around with it. That's all happening on Bybit. And like I said, when you make your first deposit after signing up using my link, you're going to get some extra money deposited for free into your account as a thank you for using my link. And then once more, VIP is obviously the spot to be at a time like this. Like I said, just to be very, very clear, I did lose money on my most recent trade. My stop loss was minus 21%. I then titled my stop loss to minus 10%, so I managed to cut my risk in half, but it still wasn't enough. And I've just lost my train of thought. That's how sleep